You pitched very well today. What's it like being part of that game where you guys are pushing toward the postseason? Yachty plays a big role, obviously Albert and you on the mound. What's it like, all you guys being together for this?
My job today was just to not mess it up. The offense was the story. I pitched a good game, but they were incredible. And Albert hitting the grand slam. I mean, we're just kind of like living in the shadow right now, which is where we should be. But he's incredible. He's incredible.
When you try to figure out what's going on with him, because he's getting better and better. You always say people look at age and they shouldn't. He's getting better and better. What stands out, but what impresses you about him?
I mean, he looks the same as when he left to me. He doesn't, you know what I mean? Like this is what he's supposed to look like here at this stadium doing these things. This is the other 10 years. I don't know what happened, but the 12 that I've seen him here, he's been pretty good.
Have you ever seen a guy?
That was what you wanted to know.
Rise to the moment every time, like it seems like he always comes through in that kind of stage when.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he's always done. And I tell those stories all the time, and now they really believe me. I think they were like, yeah, you're real right. He's not that much better than so and so, or I'm like, just know that this is what he did all the time. This is him. So yeah, it's cool.
Your efficiency was.
What was your reaction when you see Ollie go to pinch it for Albert in the bottom of the third? That's a pretty cutthroat decision there to definitively go to win the game in that setting.
Well, I think he knew that there was going to be multiple at-bat situation off of a lefty and Gomer there, and it was a good opportunity to get a couple at-bats. I mean, Albert's been absolutely crushing lefties, so yeah, that's made sense to me. Pretty good move on paper, too.
Your efficiency, was that kind of what you had in your last start, too? Did you feel the same, or was it a little different?
No, same. I mean, I had slightly better stuff last time, but tonight I had better fastball command, probably. And so, go with what you got.
How would you
Having
describe
those two pitchers on August 2nd, how much has that made a difference, stabilizing the pitching staff, and the team has seemed to take off since then?
Yeah, I think, we got – anytime you add two big league proven awesome starters to your rotation, you're going to be better. The guys that were in there weren't slacking. Palante just came off an 8-inning shutout performance, but we added two real good competitors, proven guys here in the big leagues, and you get those veteran guys in the clubhouse too. That helps the whole team vibe. It's just helps everybody. I mean, last year we added veteran presence and took off after that too. So just guys that have been there, done that, comfortable in the big games, in the big spots, come down the stretch. That helps the team, feel comfortable in those big games.
Adam, a couple of weeks ago you talked about Andre Palante being surprised by Paul Goldschmidt's consistency at the plate. Is there any type of story or emotion in the dugout from some of the younger players watching Albert Pujols do what he's doing?
I mean, yeah, but that's just an extension of Albert. What Goldie's doing is what Albert did for 11 straight seasons, that's what I kept telling people, and now they see Goldie do it, and they see he's playing great first base. Albert was playing a really good first base back in the day too. But Goldie might be one of the best defenders that I've seen at his position ever. He's really good out there. He's really good. That I can't think of a better first baseman that I've seen since I've been playing. But I just think that he is the perfect extension of Albert, and Albert's the perfect extension of him. They're two great leaders and two guys that multiple guys are sponging off of every single day.
Adam, guys pass people on the record books all the time. But within the last week, Albert's either passed or tied Ty Cobb, Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays.
Yeah.
Does that put it in perspective?
Yeah.
That level of.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Conway does a great job of getting the balls and scrapping them for us, so we'll have them forever. And he does a really good job with those balls. But it's usually like, hey, we need that ball. What record is it? Some obscure thing. And every time he gets one, it's like, all right, who's he passing? Which top 5 player of all time is he passing, and which big thing? So he's passing legends every day. He's passing names that don't seem approachable in any record books to the most of us. So it's really cool.
Do you remember the last time he hit you a grand slam?
That what?
That Albert hit you a grand slam?
He broke that Big Mac sign for me against Roy Oswalt.
That was one of the two. He won in Kansas City that same summer.
He did not break the Big Mac sign in Kansas City. He hit one in Kansas City for me.
June of '09. Thought it was, yeah, whatever.
I don't remember that one. I'll think back on it, though. Do you remember who it was off of?
I don't.
I remember the one off Roy. That was a big game, big spot.